Good evening. My name is Samantha Nyangumbe. I'm here today to do the presentation of the digestive system in general. So we have structures of the digestive system. The first structure is the pharynx, followed by the esophagus. Here we have the liver, the gallbladder there on the liver. We have the small intestines. We have the stomach, the pancreas, the pancreatic duct there, and we have also the large intestines, these ones, the green ones, which are so big. Then we have the duodenum, we have the ileum, we have the jejunum, and also we have the cecum there. We have the descending colony, sigmoid colony, the rectum, and lastly the anus. Then we move on to the functions of the digestive system. We have the parts that we discussed earlier on the structure. The first part is the mouth. In the mouth, that's where digestion of food starts. Then the teeth break down the food and mix it with the enzymes in the saliva. We have the esophagus, which was that long pipe there. This is a thin tube that connects the mouth and the stomach, followed by the liver. The liver releases a chemical, bile, into the intestines. Then we have the stomach, that's muscular bag, which mixes food and drink with acids. We have the pancreas. Pancreas releases enzymes into the intestines, which break down carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids. Then we have the small intestines. That's where absorption takes place of the absorptions of proteins and lipids. Then we have the large intestines, where water is being absorbed. Then we have the rectum, where undigested food passes into the rectum, where it stores as feces. And finally, we have the anus. This is the opening at the very end of the digestive system, through which feces leaves the body. Then we move on to the chemical digestion as well as mechanical. In mechanical digestion, we are saying this is whereby the food is break down into digestible particles, mainly by the teeth. Then in chemical digestion, we are saying this is whereby the compounds with a high molecular weight in the food are broken down into small substances. This one is being done mechanically. This one, mechanical, is whereby we use our teeth to break down food into smaller particles. Then we have this small diagram here of enzymes and digestion. So we have different types of enzymes, which are the amylase, the proteases, and the lipase. We found the amylase in the mouth, and then the product is glucose. Then the proteases, they are found in the stomach, the small intestines, and the product amino acids. Then we have the lipase. The lipase is found in the small intestines, and the product is fatty acids or glycerol. Then we have the pH of our enzymes. We are saying the enzymes, all the enzymes are sensitive to acidity and alkalinic. They don't work properly if an environment is too acidic or basic. For example, an enzyme in the stomach called pepsin breaks down proteins. If your stomach doesn't have enough acid, pepsin can't function optimally. Then we move on to the temperature. Enzymes work best when your body temperature is normal, which is about 37 degrees Celsius. As temperature increases, enzyme reactions also increases. But if the temperature gets too high, the enzyme stops working. That's why a high fever can disrupt bodily functions. Then we move on to the examples of enzymes. We have the lipase and the proteases. So on the lipase, we are saying a lipase is an enzyme that breaks down dietary fats into smaller molecules called fatty acids and glycerol. A small amount of lipase called gastric lipase is made by cells in your stomach. This enzyme specifically digests butter, fat in your food. Then we have the proteases. We are saying these are the enzymes that catalyze the breakdown of proteins. Protein breakdown is a normal process necessary to maintain cellular homeostasis. Homeostasis is whereby we can balance our sugar level, our water level, our temperature. That's homeostasis. Then active proteases can be found throughout your body, including the digestive tract, inside cells, and circulating in the blood. That is this one. It is an example of that's a diagram, an example of a protease. So we have no inhibitor at A plus, then we find those products. Then the subtract is 1. Then we have traditional enzymes, inhibitor, and we have an inactive enzyme. Then we get this as our product. Then the subtract, targeted, inhibited at C, inactive substrate plus this one, then we get the product. Then we are moving on to balanced diet. We are moving on to nutrition. We are saying a balanced diet is whereby somebody eat the required nutrients at the correct amount at the right time. A balanced diet consists of adequate amounts of all nutrients necessary. Then a balanced diet contains the proper quantities and proportions of the needed nutrients to maintain good health. It must have balanced amount in the proper proportions of carbohydrates, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, and water intake. We have examples of carbohydrates, which are bread, rice, pasta, potatoes. Then fats, we have this oily. We have oily oils, vegetable oil, fish oils. Then proteins, we have meat, chicken, beans, fish, eggs. They all fall under proteins. Then vitamins, we have bananas, which are fruits, and the vegetables. Then minerals, that's the same with those ones. They serve the same purpose. The vitamins, they protect against diseases, as well as the minerals. So, and then water intake, which is vital in our body. Our body consists of about 70% of water. Then we rush on into the summary. To sum up, we discussed the structure and functions of the digestive system, the mechanical and chemical digestion, and finally the constituents of a balanced diet. I thank you.